Good morning and welcome back to the Dogs What's Its channel. We are back on Cave Growlers realm today just to show you what I've been up to. Now you'll have to excuse the mess and the half-finished project because yeah, it's not done. Hello dog. You're being a bit noisy. But yeah, I thought I'd give you a little catch up on what I've been up to lately. So, we have a few add-ons on this realm, one of which is the Jacob Truth, I think is the creator of this mod pack, which allows lots of fancy blocks. So trying to create some sort of building type thing to show off some of the fancy blocks at spawn. And this is our spawn area. Now down here we created, this was Norse's idea, we created a frosty glass effect, and down there, you might be able to hear, is a little friend. Just to freak people out when they come out of the portal. You can't actually hurt us from up here unless you're daft enough to go into the water and close by him. But if you are, that's your problem. But yeah, from up here, he can't get us. He is way, way down there. But yeah. We brought a warden through the nether. That was great fun, as I'm sure you can imagine. And yeah, so I've been tinkering with this. I've managed to create some fun shapes using the blocks. Ooh, there's slime down there now, you can see him targeting it. Yeah, you can barely see him through the glass, but you do get glimpses occasionally. And watching him kill creatures is great fun. Slime goes bye-bye. But yeah, it's just a bit of fun. Up here, it's a work in progress. Obviously, these things take time. Especially when at the moment, I'm waiting on the copper curing. That's why there's copper blocks strewn about everywhere. I'm waiting for it all to go green. But yeah, up here will be like it's a gazebo type thing. I'll show you what it actually is because I've got another one at my base, but it's one of my favourite builds. I do tend to build it quite often, but it is from a tutorial. It's not my build. I just copy it. Whereas this is my build, you know, it's my ideas, and it's a work in progress. It's not done. I'm sure it'll be a cool build in towards the end, but yeah, to do the fancy blocks, you use the stone cutter, and then you use a wrench to turn them in the directions you want them. So it's a slow process building with them and getting them to turn in the ways that you want them. But yeah, they look cool. Definitely some interesting shapes can be created with them. So that's the spawn area. We do have one shop there that was built by another player on the realm. There's only a few of us on the realm, so shops haven't really been a priority, plus we've not had this realm open for that long compared with some of our others. And then we'll step into the nether hub, which if you've watched the previous streams you'll have already have seen. It hasn't changed much other than some of the copper has aged a bit. But yeah, this could do with a bit of a tweak now that we've got the fancy blocks, but you know, I've got projects everywhere to do. But yeah, this is our nether hub, so that we've got safe travels. We've got 4 main tunnels that go off in different directions. The signs need relabeling again. Unfortunately, there's some sort of glitch that makes signs not readable at the moment. But yeah, let's head off to our area. Me and Norse tend to base together. He builds farms, I build buildings. So together it's a good combo. Because then he helps with the farms that give me the blocks in order to be able to build, and that's how I can create cool builds in the main areas for everybody. But yeah, this tunnel, it was just a quick bit of decor, nothing fancy. And yeah, it's a long way to our bases. Keep meaning to put a minecart in to make it easier, but never get around to it. This was our original portal, we've never removed. That was how we originally got into the Nether when we first started. That's Norse's base. And this one's my base. Again, I've got to work on this tunnel, but that's a long job and I haven't gotten around to it yet. I have a lot of different projects on the go. But yeah, the realm seems to have gone quiet again now. So, we've been playing on other things. Yeah, this half of my basement hasn't been decorated yet. This, yeah, still work to do. All these lights need recessing. This is my 100 item storage system. It works pretty well, but because of all the new blocks, and this is from the furniture pack that we have, so there's a chest full of furniture, loads of these funky blocks. See, that's what these chests are for, it's for all the new funky blocks. One player sleep can be a bit slow when you've just logged on. I don't know why it's been doing this lately. But yeah, let's go see what I've been doing in the house itself. So we've created these archways using the funky blocks. Got a nice artwork piece on the wall there. Just learning how to use the new blocks. They take time and practice. And then another funky art piece up there. And then this is my bedroom with a pretty bed. And yeah, that's the building that I'm in the process of building at spawn. So that's going to go above the portal. It'll look cool when it's done, but obviously I'm doing it in darker colours this time, so we're using black instead of white. Instead of prismarine, we're using copper at the one at spawn. Got a nice pretty little glass tree. But yeah, it's all work in progress. Lots of tinkering to do. And then in here, I've created a bathroom using some of the new furniture pack. So we've got some new paintings. That's just how I get into my axolotl tank. But yeah, cool little bathroom looking area. Little shower. It looks cool enough. We'll ignore that room because that's my son's room when he occasionally plays. He's not done much with it. He insisted that he had a bedroom in my house, so I added one. And then he's not been back on since. And then this is my kitchen living room. So we've got a cool axolotl tank in there. Don't have the rare one, I wasn't really going for that. It was just nice to, you know, tinker with some design. added this sofa, which, yeah, it's okay. I actually prefer the sofa that I had in before, so I might rip it out and put the other one back in. What else is around here? That's it, this is just my area. So I've got another one of these glass trees. The smaller ones I think look better than the big one. I didn't put any lights in this one, there's just lights under it. Little flower bed. Because yeah, you can have corals so long as you've got water underneath, but it's only these stand-up corals that you can use in that way anyway. We have a giant bamboo farm with flying machine, which is pretty cool. I won't say it off because it does create a bit of lag and I don't want to stop the stream. But then again, there's nobody else on, so yeah, we need to turn the carts on first though. Let me check and see if it's on. No, the carts are all lined up, ready to go. So, flick the carts on first. And then come round here. And we set the flying machine going. And yeah, I built this one. I was quite, you can see the lag as it's breaking it at the beginning. It only causes a little bit of lag. Doesn't for other people unless they're in the area. And I don't run it that often. But yeah, it only creates a bit of visual lag. It soon disappears. It's pretty much gone already. But yeah, we have to wait for the flying machine to come back before we leave the area. Otherwise it breaks. There we go. Now we can leave and let the carts do their thing. Harvesting all of that bamboo. And then they bring it down here. Unload. And hopefully the chests aren't full. No, they're not too bad. Yeah, we do get a few mobs drop in there because there's no lighting, but it's no big deal. Got these cute little flower beds. I've created an this is my skylight down for the basement. It just helps me see what time of day it is when I'm down there. Created an artificial geode here. Just thought it was a cool thing to build in the corner. This one never seems to get any berries on it, so it has to keep getting chopped. Until it grows berries on it, I shall keep chopping it. But yeah, created these cute little flower beds everywhere. Beacon needs taking down, it's not active at the moment. But yeah, if you don't put water under them, you get the dead coral ones, but even they look cute in a flower bed. And then up here, I'll show you this building in more detail, because this is what's going at spawn. I'm just halfway through building it. This area wants a load more flower beds and stuff adding to it. But you can see it's a pretty cool build. And then I've just done a funky floor in it with the twinkling amethyst. I like the noise that amethyst makes when you stand on it. But yeah, it's a cool building. There's a lot more flower beds to be added and more landscaping to do. Always many things to do on here. But yeah, we added a clearer glass pack. That helps my builds a lot. In here we have a little tater farmer. Seems to be taters on the ground, so this is probably full. Nope. Not far off though. Get farming, dude. Yeah, it's supposed to be pass it to the villager and gets collected by this, but yeah, it doesn't work very well. So I just added a rail system underneath it just to make sure everything gets collected. It was just easier than keep messing about with the other villagers. They don't seem to share very well, or when they do, they stop after a while and you have to keep swapping out villagers. Yeah, I got fed up of it and just replaced it with a rail system. So yeah, the bamboo farm, the potato farm, and then above it there was also a melon and pumpkin farm, which you just get to from in here. I haven't actually given it a proper access way. It looks like this one's full. Yep. So yeah, it's just your standard pumpkin melon farm. We don't have any inventory to sort that out. I've never got much inventory space. Constantly juggling inventory. Alright, so the other cool thing that we've added lately, because we do have a big iron farm and a passive mob farm as well for food. But then we saw that there was a new way of doing our iron farms. Now it's not new, it's actually been around for a long time, but some of the bigger YouTubers have just discovered it. So we hopped on the trend and Norse built one. So in here is the new iron farm. Now this has some pretty cool mechanics. Means that you don't have to reduce your villagers anymore. So yeah, now what you do is you build your iron farm around a zombie spawner, and then whenever it spawns in a zombie villager that dies, these guys reduce their trades. So yeah, we get some fantastic discounts. One pumpkin for an emerald, one melon for an emerald. Golden carrots are down to 1 emerald, and we've never cured them. They have cured themselves. They've done their own discounts. All because the iron farm is built around a zombie spawner. Not seeing any golems coming through it yet. As far as I know, it's still working. But yeah, all their beds are all hiding around the edges, so they do have beds like you normally would. There's some more in the middle here. We've got them free roaming because, you know, these aren't villagers that it matters what their trades are. Whereas if we were starting from scratch, then we would lock in all our librarians. But at the moment, these are just paper trade librarians. We're not too bothered about the books. Because we have another villager area that does all the trades in the standard way. But yeah, it's great. Not seen any or heard any golems come through though. Unless it's night time, and that could be why. But yeah, this is the way down into it. Obviously you've got to dig out around the spawner. Magma floor, which means they die slower to the golems. But yeah, and we also get glow ink sacks as well. Yeah, no. Where's the golems? I don't get why there's no golems. There usually is. Might just be timing. Sometimes it can take a while for the golems to come in, doesn't it? If nobody's been around here for a while. Which, yes, seeing as all my farms are pretty full, I've got a lot of trading to do again. But yeah, it's strange that we haven't seen a golem yet. Alright, let's go check what time of day it is. Excuse me, dudes. Yeah, with the trapdoors there, they shouldn't be able to come in here. But just in case. Alright, so let's go check time of day. Because that's strange that there's no golems. There should be. What is all that noise as I'm coming through the pole? I was gonna say there shouldn't be any noise. Yeah, it's night time. That could be why there was no golems. Right, so let's sleep and pop back through, make sure that it's still working as it's supposed to. Hopefully it hasn't broken. Wrong way. You know how temperamental farms can be. 1 minute they work, next minute they bring out a hot fix and things stop working. Right, everybody's hard at work. So yeah, the mechanics are that as long as 75% of them work, it should spawn in golems. Yeah, we're getting plenty of zombies through, and there was a golem, I believe. Yep, I can hear him dying. So it is working fine, it was just time of day. Yep, and there's another golem. So yeah, it's slow to kill them because they're only on magma blocks. But if we need a lot of iron, we have the other iron farm that we can AFK at. This one's just good because it does a good variety of everything. The glow ink sacks, that's just an added bonus. That's just because it's water that's all sealed in the dark. For the iron farm, because we are underground. Because of the zombie spawner. But yeah, we've got iron coming in. Ah, there's lots of red flowers here. Tons of them. Have to deal with them later as well. But yeah, we got 3 golems in there dying right now. So yeah, it's not the fastest iron farm, But because we get the villager discounts as well, this will be how we do iron farms in the future. But yeah, it's just your standard iron farm build. It does have to be tinted glass, but it can be full blocks as well. It was just we did tinted glass so that we can see what's going on. We want it to be able to see, so that's why it's tinted glass, but you could do it with full blocks if you didn't have access to enough tinted glass. Of course, this has been running for quite a while now. We've been running this realm for just over 2 months since the restart, so we've got access to various different blocks and geodes, things like that. But yeah, just thought I'd give you a quick update on what I've been up to, the changes since the last realm tour video. And here we are back home. We are going to build a racetrack for these striders. A little lava one. And yeah, we've got lots of projects in mind. But now that it's gone quiet, me and Norse have been playing. We started on a server last night, playing a bit of Java. But yeah, these are our main villagers. There are a few free roaming ones because they were added in the second batch. But yeah, do need to change these blocks because being in glass isn't helpful. But he's the one that we cure, and then they spread the discount through gossip throughout all the others, which does work. Means you don't have to cure every villager. You don't get the perfect discount, but good enough. And yeah, all our enchants that we use the most are all locked in. We also have a pack on that tells you what their enchants are going to be before you've unlocked them. So that helps with villagers. Archer dudes. This was my first trading hall area. That's it. Just a little variety of guys that do all sorts of different things. And then there was a few extra ones added for enchants that we didn't have. They do all need locking in place, but yeah, this is what I've been up to. Also have a little bone farm as well. Yeah, it's no flash. It just provides bones from a skelly spawner. Hello, Mr. Golem. I don't know how you got there, but hey ho. Over here, this build needs demolishing. That was my son's first. He decided he was going to build a house, and then decided that no, he didn't want to do that. He wanted to move into my house. Because usually I build a starter base, and then I build my main base, and he takes over my starter base. But this time I just went straight for a main base. So up here we have an iron farm and a passive mob farm. So this is the main iron farm. This produces faster. But this was before we knew about the building it around the zombie spawner. In the distance there you can see Norse's base. That's where his base is. he's basing in a stronghold. So he's ripped out a stronghold and his base is in there. Yeah, these are very high up. So this is your standard iron farm with the lava and campfires. This one is where we got all our iron from at the beginning. And yeah, it works really well. It's just your standard iron farm. And then up there is a passive mob farm that I built. Actually, we base together because there's some farms that Norse doesn't want to build, so I build those. And then eventually, I usually wrap buildings around all our farms. That is a basalt generator, I believe. There was a build I was doing that could do with some basalt, so yeah, Norse knocked up a quick basalt generator. So I say to him that I need such and such a block, and he then builds a farm to produce it. Yeah, he enjoys building farms, I enjoy building buildings. So we work well together. But yeah, I do build the occasional farm. I've built more farms on this one than I usually do. And then up this scaffolding is the passive mob farm. This provides us with lots of cooked food and wool and leather and things like that. Because this is just passive mobs. But yeah, again, this is a long way up, but it does have an AFK point in between the two farms. So if you AFK there, it keeps the iron farm running as well. Not a lot in here because we've not AFK'd here for a while. But yeah, it produces lots of wool, meat, leather, all the usual stuff you'd expect from passive mobs. Have I got my elytra on? Yes, I have. Just have to double check because I don't always wear it. We do a lot of going off on little adventures. And yeah, I take my gear off for those. Don't mind if I die. That wasn't a very good landing, but hey, yeah. But yeah, we go and mess around in the ancient cities or go and do a raid. And for those, we gear off. We did some mansions the other day, went and did 4 different mansions. Just to restock on totems because, yeah, we went there and I died twice in the process, but we came out of it with 10 totems, so it's all good. And then, yeah, music player with the dancing parrots, because that's got to be done. One's called Dirty Dancer, the other one's Bouncy McNuggets. I like to name stuff, random things. In here, the axolotls, I think there's only 2 of them that are named, and that's JJ and Simon from the Sidemen. And then all the rest are their babies. I have a strange sense of humour, I know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else to show you. that we've added recently that you haven't already seen. Maybe the flower farm. You won't have seen that. He added that because we've just added the planks add-on from Jacob Truth. Obviously we have the blocks add-on, and then we added the planks add-on as well because the blocks add-on is so good. We decided to add the planks one as well, which means you can dye wood. So because we can dye wood, we then needed a way of getting lots of dye. So we have this flower farm, which produces lots of flowers very quickly. Yeah, it's full. It's been busy. But yeah, it's just a simple design. It's a moving platform. Fill that full of bone meal. And then water system flushes the flowers into one area for collection. It's a cool design. But yeah, we only added the dyeable wood the other day. So yeah, you can dye the wood in all the colours of the rainbow that Minecraft provides, and then each wood type has a different shade of that colour. So yeah, that'll be popping up in the builds. There is a few bits of it at spawn at the moment. There will be more coming into the build as it gets completed. But yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave it. This is the updated realm tour of the Cave Growlers realm and what I've been working on. Hope you've enjoyed it, and leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow, all the usual stuff. And I will see you all again soon. Goodbye.